So this is more of a fun team. The Monster Mash team. It's basically a whole bunch of Pokemon that are more monstrous, pretty much. And it's more of a fun team. It's not the greatest team out there, but it's just fun to use. It's one I just use just to have fun. So starting off, I have Crocodile. Crocodile with Choice Scarf because I actually really like Crocodile. It is my favorite Gen 5 Pokemon. And it just looks awesome, and I love typing ground and dark. I think it's a really good typing. And if you know my channel, you know that I just love the dark typing. Now I have Intimidate on it because it's a Monster Mash team. You're supposed to be super terrified of it. It's scary. And pretty much I just gave it Choice Scarf and I gave it moves like Earthquake, Close Combat, Aqua Tail, Crunch, and then I gave it Jolly Nature with plus speed and attack, cause it's a physical attacker that wants to use Choice Scarf. Of course I'm gonna do that. And then next up on my team is Grimmsnarl, the terrifying ogre? Yeah, I don't know what it is supposed to be. It's probably some kind of myth. I don't know, man. But yeah, Light Clay and Prankster because I like dual screens. I just really like how Grimmsnarl plays. I think it's really, really fun. Dark Fairy is a really cool aspect of it. I think it's awesome that it's a fairy type that's supposed to be scary instead of something that's like Jigglypuff, where it's supposed to be all cute and cuddly. So yeah, I feel like having Grimmsnarl is awesome. I love how it plays. Prankster plus Thunderwave to like cripple them. It really helps if them like sets up because my team is very offensive based, honestly. And then Spirit Break, and then I gave it Careful Nature with plus HP and Special Defense because it's more of a defensive Pokemon all around. I really like how Grimmsnarl plays. I think it's really, really fun. I highly recommend everyone to use Grimmsnarl at least once. It's really fun. And Terra type Steel because I feel like Steel is just a really good typing to give it. And then next up, it's Roaring Moon with Booster Energy and Terra Flying. So my idea is, since it's pretty strong, right? Really good speed, really high attack, right? It's really fast, really strong, admin nature, and I gave it uh, plus speed and attack because it's a really, really strong monster. And I don't feel like it needs jelly because I'm going to use Dragon Dance with Terra Flying so that acrobatics get boosted in power because I'm not going to have the booster energy anymore once it's used. So acrobatics become 110 base power. Really strong flying titan, honestly. Beautiful. Beautiful for this Monster Mash team. So everyone will be terrified. Uh, Earthquake and Crunch, because Stab and then Earthquake is just really, really good. I love Earthquake. Come on, man. Like, everyone knows that Earthquake is just a really, really good move. And then, as you can see, another Dark type being Hydreigon. Now, this team is really, really weak to anything that's strong against Dark, because most of my team is Dark types, just because Dark types tend to be more scary, like creepy, yeah. And I gave it Life Orb and Levitate. I love freaking Hydreigon in this format. I really, really like using Levitate and then something like Terra Steel or Terra Fire. I might change it to Terra Fire, honestly, just because I need more fighting resistances and giving it Steel actually probably hurts. I'm actually going to change it to Fire because I feel like Fire would help more. And I have Draco Meteor, Fire Blast, Flash Cannon, and Nasty Plot. Pretty much boosting up its special attack stack because it's actually pretty high. I think it's the highest of all the two legendaries because I feel like most of them are pretty much physical attackers, right? Except for maybe like Gundra. Like outside this is the only special attacker. I guess you could also say Dragapult, but hey, really cool typing, really strong. I really, really like Dragapult. Or I like Dragapult, but I also like Hydreigon. And I gave it Timid because I wanted to outspeed some things at least. And then Gary. My boy Gyarados. And then of course I have to do Shiny. Shiny Gyarados is absolutely awesome, honestly. Then again, I gave it Intimidate because this is a Monster Mash team. You're supposed to be ultra terrified of these monsters. They're supposed to just scare you and beat you up and take your milk money, you know? And then next, Earthquake again, because I think Ground type is a really good offensive typing. Waterfall and Terra Blast Flying with Dragon Dance, because it doesn't have any good freaking flying typing moves. Because flying type is more of a utility move type than an offensive type, to be honest. Like that's how it is. That's how it is. And then I gave it Jolly Nature with plus attack and speed. Oh, why is that freaking special? Oh, that's why. Then I get, and yeah, I feel like I love Gyarados. Gyarados is awesome. I love Gary. Who doesn't like the good old Gyarados, right? Gyarados is awesome. And yes, I know that I'm saying it in a weird way. I know, but hey, it's funny. And yeah, next up, and Lee's is Dragapult. I love Dragapult. Dragapult is a Pokemon that it grew on me a lot and a lot. Like Dragapult was one I thought was cool, but I didn't really love it. But after using it a lot, I really really like it. It's the same set as my Nationix team, being Specs, Infiltrator, um, Draco Meteor, Fire Blast, U-Turn, and Shadow Ball with Timid Nature plus speed and special attack. And I really really like it. And I think this team is really, really fun. The only problem is it's really weak to fairy and fighting types because look at all these guys. They're all weak to fairy, pretty much. Yeah, they're all weak to fairy except for like Gary. Unless I use something like Hydreigon, uh, Terra Fire, or Terra Steel, Grimmsnarl, or Terra Ground, uh, Crocodile. This team I really, really like. I think it's fun to use. I think it's good. I don't think it's like the best team out there. It's more of an offensive, hard, sweeping team. I would not recommend it if you want to use it for complete competitive. But if you just want to have fun, I highly recommend it because it's just a fun team to use. And yeah, the Monster Mash team. It's beautiful, is it not? Anyways, thank you all for coming in. Like and subscribe if you like this video. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. It would mean a lot if you were to watch and like and subscribe because I want people to watch me. Anyways, see ya.